I'm Simon Worthington. I run Phantom Motor Cars, Bentley specialist, and my involvement is for this car.
Tell us what, so this car is?
This car is, it started off as a Bentley GT Speed, 2010 model, and now it's had a modification mainly through M-Sport, and we're marketing it for the Bentley Drivers Club as a one make series car, trying to get between 10 and 20 cars on the grid.
All the exact same?
All identical, yeah. I mean, our livery colours will be different, that sort of thing.
But it's going to boil down to who's the best driver. It's
Exactly.
going to be good.
It will be close, really close driving.
And just so people should know, like even when they're racing their £1 and £2 million Bentleys, they're still hammering it to win it. So they don't seem to hold back.
No. I mean, I think a one make series with this type of car is going to be really exciting to watch.
Very.
It'll be really close.
Okay, so what has been done to the car? Let's do a kind of a walk around because it looks amazing.
So M-Sport have taken design features from the GT3 race car, being this area.
So these are actually
these are literally only visual to make the car look exciting.
And they look very exciting.
Even on the GT3 race car, they're not vented.
Okay.
They're there to look exciting, and they do the job really well.
They do, because the car looks incredible. Can you do it to any of the Continentals, or do you?
Well, this will only fit a GT Gen 1 car.
Would you use carbon fiber discs for racing, or
we currently use carbon fiber ceramic brake discs for racing.
We should say that we
race a GT.
You've developed a GT as a race car, which is kind of the inspiration for
that's it. That's where we started at,
the race series.
But it doesn't have this beautiful body kit
this
on it.
Amazing body kit.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to get a road car, can they get this as a road car?
You can drive this on the road.
You can
drive this on the road. We're not suggesting it's the best thing to do. Obviously the front split is going to be lower on the ground. You might end up smashing it.
But say you were a total poser.
You could drive this on the road because it's a road legal car basically.
Or could you just get the body done and not the suspension? Is that an option?
You could do it that way. You don't have to modify the suspension.
Will Phantom be doing it?
Phantom Motors is doing all the OE stuff. In other words, M-Sport won't be doing the OEM, the original rewiring, changing and modifications, things like that, or suspension. So we're doing all that type of stuff. Okay,
so let's go from the body panels. Definitely this front splitter, which looks amazing.
Yeah. All this front end is all bespoke for the car.
And will they keep the normal headlights?
These headlights will remain the same.
Okay, cool.
They might be blacked rather than the original white clear specification.
And the bonnet, that's more super sports.
That's mainly aesthetic super sport finish on there.
But so that will be new as well. Is that carbon fiber?
No, this
that'll
is
just have
original aluminium.
Okay,
and that
will be put in.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wing obviously has
the complete wing assembly. Then we move into the sill. So the sill is vented. Again, for aesthetics, looks really good.
It looks really good.
We've got a bit of a step in the door.
Yeah,
might look a little bit strange, but
no, I like it.
The strangeness actually gives it a nice twerk of being special.
Yeah,
different.
Now we should say it's actually the kind of Bentley Drivers Club have put this together, which is is that the first?
They're sort of marketing it, and then we're being the agent to sell it. So that's where we are in that direction.
Yeah, but it will be the first kind of motor club that's put together its own race series with a specific car.
I don't know exactly. I'm not sure about that.
I think maybe.
Yeah. So this car's based on GT Speed 2000 between 2008 and 2010.
So anything up to any Continental GT
Speed.
Yeah. So not Super Sports.
No.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Only because Super Sport is quite a bit different. It's got a quick shift gearbox, wider track on the rear.
Would none of those things be good?
They would be good, but we felt that it was the car's going to be cheaper running speeds rather than Super Sports.
Okay.
Because the Super Sport's a bit of a collector's item now.
Yeah. No, that is true. So inside, what is going to be inside? A roll cage?
Okay, so inside is a roll cage. M-Sport are doing the roll cage. But that's all they're doing inside. We're doing the rest of it. So you have a race seat, Sparco race seat, Sparco steering wheel.
What is the gear shift? Is it paddle, the standard paddle shift?
It's a standard gear shift system. So you can either shift manually, either on the steering, paddles, or on the shift gearbox itself.
And will there be any change to the electronics?
No, not as such. No, the only change we're doing is on the engine ECU, just to enhance power and performance. So we're running 650 horsepower. Okay,
and the drive is all-wheel drive?
Yeah, standard all-wheel drive system. The only thing we're changing on the suspension and the steering is camber angles. So it's going to run a bit more camber, so we'll have to change
and
the track.
And the suspension will be
suspension
standard.
For the time being on initially will be original genuine Bentley suspension. We're talking about doing a modification a year after.
Yeah.
To go back to traditional springs and dampers. But initially the car will be
the changes are the front body, obviously the wings.
The wings, the front panel, the splitter.
And then we come to the wheels. The wheels are race wheels.
Race OZ wheels.
Okay.
Spec'd by M-Sport. They're a little bit wider. They're 10 inches instead of 9.5.
Okay. And the brakes are?
The brakes are, you can have a choice of steel brakes or carbon ceramics.
Okay.
With their ducting to them.
And the suspension is slightly, no, the camber is slightly.
So we're going to change the camber.
Yeah.
To run a bit more camber. And obviously we'll have to change the toe settings as well.
Okay. And then.
And the suspension also lowered. We're lowering another 2 centimeters.
And will it be adjustable in car or manual?
No,
or
manual adjustment.
Manual adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you think, how many races
so far we've got 3 races available.
Yeah.
Including the Bentley Drivers Club race. We're here at Silverstone today.
Yeah.
But also we have a few other companies who've expressed interest giving us a race series basically. So maybe as much as 4 or 5 races through the summer.
How much would it be to buy the car?
Well, the car costs £77,000 for the kit of parts fitted to the car, plus the donor car. So you're talking about round about ballpark £100,000.
That's amazing for that level of race car.
For what the car looks like, which is a true professional,
which is a £450,000 GT3.
Yeah, it's very good value for money.
It's amazing value for money.
Because it's a bespoke finished car.
Yeah. And just to ask again, if you just wanted the body kit put on your Bentley, you could do that too. Okay. It's going to be a single seater.
Yeah. I have had somebody ask about having 2 seats in it.
Yeah.
So that's an option extra if you want 2 seats in it. It's fine.
It can be done. What's it running on? Is it running on standard fuel or kind of racy type fuel?
At the moment, this is just running on standard normal pump gas.
Yeah.
We do run high octane fuel in it for racing.
Yeah.
102.
Okay.
102 octane.
And is this an actual driving test mule? Have you?
This drives.
Yeah.
But it's not ready to race. In other words, it hasn't got any safety aspects done to it.
But you're just kind of testing out.
At the moment, it's just literally body aesthetics, which are.
Let's carry on with the body actually, because we'll finish off per race, what kind of
Per
cost
race,
are you thinking of per race?
I think we worked out it's going to be about £1,500 per race.
God, that's amazing value.
Yeah. I mean, tyres will last probably 2 or 3 races at least. So it's just really fuel and entry fees, and that's really it.
That is
initially.
really remarkable. I mean,
it's cheap
like
racing.
you could do a race year for 150,000 quite
Easily.
and still have the car at the end of it,
Exactly.
which is a rare car. So we've got I was going to call them fenders, wings.
Wings, yeah.
Fenders.
There'll be a composite material. There won't be carbon fibre. Carbon fibre is too expensive.
Okay, and then you've got the
sill, finisher.
But they are not good. They are just for looks.
Yeah, there's aesthetics. To look sporty. To look.
Yeah, and of course it's got the GT3 style color system. Rear wing is standard.
Rear wing standard. Rear bumper is modified vent.
Vent looks really cool. And are the rear wheels the same size?
Yeah, the rear wheels is exactly the same front and rear, so there's no issue with.
You've got aerodynamics.
So you've got aero diffuser on the rear.
And exhaust.
Exhaust is just pretty straight through system, so there's not much in the way of silencing at all.
So it's going to be loud.
Yeah, it'll be nice and loud.
Cool.
Rear wing, carbon fibre rear wing, rear carbon fibre uprights.
Adjustable.
So
when you're racing, the options will be to adjust suspension, wing.
When you're the owner of a vehicle, you can adjust it to what you want. But we'll do standard sort of adjustment settings.
And people can have it in any colour.
Yeah,
wrap. I presume that.
Exactly. We have at the moment we have 2 liveries: silver with green and black, or white with green and black, as this one is. We're talking of having a green car as well, but we haven't actually done a delivery design for that yet.
And so the Bentley are not necessarily saying this is a Bentley, but
Bentley won't officially back this project.
No, which is fair enough.
They've helped us with all the design features,
which is what's cool.
Yeah.
And so it will be between yourselves, Phantom Motorcars, PMCUK, and
M-Sport. And M-Sport.
And M-Sport, yes.
Yeah.
And so if someone wants to buy one, they'll come to PMCUK.
We are the agents for selling the car. Bentley Drivers Club is advertising the car. Yep. We are the agents. Phantom Motorcars are the agents for the car. So you buy from us, basically.
And what is the
timescales? The project will be finalised at end of January this year. Next year, 2025. And hopefully within 6 months we'll have the first car built.
How many will you need to start racing them?
We need to do a minimum of 10. 10 to make it viable.
You'll be looking for 10 orders before you start?
Yeah, I'd have 10 orders by end of January 2025.
Okay.
I probably won't get all 10 done for another year.
Yeah.
So it's more like racing 2026.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. And it essentially is as fast. It's the same kind of speed, acceleration.
It'll have the same performance as our GT, multicolored GT race car.
Okay, that's a lot faster.